Any questions from both on floor as well as from the webcast? Ken, please, thank you.
Hi, it's Ken from Cities. I want to check an update on your China acquisition strategy. In view of the RMB maybe getting to weaken again, is there any effect? Will there any change to your threshold for your China project acquisition, the requirements? So is that, I mean, basically, will there set any difficulties for you to acquire China project on a RMB depreciating environment?
Well, in Hong Kong dollar terms, properties are cheaper now. We will continue to be cautious when we are looking at the Hong Kong dollar distribution. So we are quite mindful about renminbi depreciation, how it affects us. So we have been hedging to some extent in that we are extracting cash, taking cash out as quickly as possible. The trapped cash has been taken out already. Yeah, I don't believe that in the long run it's one way down, just as it's not supposed to be going one way up anyway. So we expect more volatility, but I think it just heightened the need for us to be cautious in how we select the asset. But we are still looking at various opportunities right now.
Justin from Goldman.
Thanks. Justin Kwok with Goldman. With this interim, the reversion rate is still at higher than 20%. It's just slightly lower than that of last year. But the retail or the tenant sales itself is now below 4%. So I just want to get a sense on when you're looking ahead, what are you expecting? Are we still keeping this level, or are we getting into the teens level pretty soon? Or are you seeing some pickup in retail sales that could sustain this level? Thank you.
Reversion rate is comparing the rent with the previous rents, which are 3 years ago, and the retail sales growth are year-on-year comparison. So there is probably a slightly lagging effect. We do see that retail sales growth have added pressure to some of our tenants. F&B has been doing very well, both in retail sales and also in reversion. We have been able to get better rent, sometimes with changing different operators. So there are tenant changes, but retention really hasn't dropped significantly. There are several trades that will be affected more negatively by, for example, the measures that the government announced last Friday, and we've seen that before in the past. For example, white goods sales will be affected negatively, dramatically. Basically, if there's no secondary home sale, people don't buy refrigerator, washing machines, and all that. So that will continue to be affected, but we've seen that before. It's already at a very low level. How the real estate agency might see this, we have a number of shops leased out to real estate agents, but not a high number. And so maybe they would relook at their business plans. But if I look at the previous measures that was announced, they still need to have presence at different districts. So it hasn't really affected us too much. And I would expect the same this time around.
Eva from UBS.
Thank you, management, for the presentation. I have two questions. First, it's on property tax in Beijing. We understand that since July there is a rollout. We want to understand first, is this half 6 months result, have already reflected that change? And second question is regarding the Hoi Pan Road project. Can you share with us any pre-leasing? We've been hearing something on the press. There was some encouraging pre-leasing news, so just wondering whether management can share with us. Thank you.
On the property tax, is not reflected in this half yet. It will be reflected in the second half. Rough calculation is probably only around 10 to 20 million effect on the whole P&L, so it's not material. per annum.
Per
Yeah.
annum. Yes, we're waiting for the T's to be crosses and I's to be dotted, as people say, and the ink will be dry soon, so we'll be signing hopefully within a few days. So we'll announce it when it's ready.
Do we have any further questions? If not, well, thank you very much to George and Andy. We'll be seeing more of you, I'm sure everyone.